Okay, I want to just run through a very short demonstration video of how we can use this interactive demonstration facility on our whiteboards for the virtual assistant solution that we have. Now, the first point to make with this solution is that it is entirely customizable for your customers' requirements. It can be completely personalized. So the first execution we have here is a CGI lady. Now she can have her hair long or short or tied up as neat as you like. She can be in a casual polo that's branded, or she can be suited in a business suit, or she could be wearing a corporate uniform. So you can think British Airways uniform or HSBC uniform, whatever's required. Of course, she can also be a he, so it could be a male character if that's required. And again, dressed entirely as your customer wishes. So again, for example, in a pharmaceutical application, he could be kind of wearing a long white coat in terms of a sort of lab type uniform. CGI is one option. The other option is to have a kind of cartoon character, and the best examples I can give here are the sort of mascots that you would see and associate with football clubs. So like Fred the Red for Manchester United. That would be an ideal application, say at Old Trafford or in the football club shop. The other alternative is to have a real human being doing the presentation. So you could have, best example here would be somebody like Lewis Hamilton in a Mercedes-Benz showroom telling customers all about the brand new Mercedes sports car. So it's entirely personalised. It could also be a historical character. So again, if you think about an application in a museum or in a National Trust property, it could be Henry VIII or Anne Boleyn or Albert Einstein. It could be a historical character in terms of that kind of application. Now, the best way of demonstrating the feature is start by pressing this red button in the middle, and she will give you a very brief introduction.
Hey, you look really familiar. Have we met before? Find out more by selecting below.
So as she suggests, the customer can then interact with any of these 6 options along the bottom, and they will tell our customer or your client about all the options that work with this application. So the first one is about integration. This is how the application can integrate with the customer's own database or points of reference. So again, another example would be, say, in a DIY superstore, customer could walk in and ask what aisle the paint is in, or whereabouts the lawnmowers are on show. She could then integrate, find the answer, and come back to the customer in that manner. Second button along is all about the data analytics, and this is really useful because it provides an immediate return on investment for the customer's investment in this application. It'll report back on all the customer interactions that the application has had on a day-to-day basis, how long they were, what questions were asked, what questions were answered, and so on. Third button along provides information about the alternative applications. So here we have it deployed on an interactive whiteboard. Other options include the hologram unit that we'll finish with just around the corner, but it can also be deployed on a customer's website, and it can be deployed on tablet or mobile applications, on virtual reality or augmented reality, so all sorts of options there. I'm going to press this fourth button because this one explains the 3 main applications for a virtual assistant.
Got it. I'm dynamic and results oriented, with extensive experience as a receptionist, product specialist, and concierge. I'm always polite and never go off script. I guess you can say I'm a real people person. Well, sort of. Go ahead, check out my experience by selecting below.
So here you have additional buttons to explain the 3 main applications as a receptionist, as a concierge, or as a product specialist.
Great. I can help your visitors check in, text an employee of an arrival, and accept deliveries. And perhaps my most personable skill is answering repetitive questions professionally and pleasantly every single time. I've never had a bad day.
That's right, this kind of application doesn't have a bad day, so she never has arguments with the boyfriend or pets that are unwell. She never takes days off sick, and of course she's perfectly happy to work the weekends. So it's kind of a constant stream of support to go for your customer. Next button along gives you some examples of her multilingual skills. I'm going to press that because again it's useful to hear how that works.
You bet. I can speak any language and as natural as a native speaker. United Nations has got nothing on me. Japanese, you say? Check.
ペルソナスホログラムはセルフサービスのアプリケーションをお届けし、アナリティクスを収集してどこでもいつでもどの言語でもビジネスを行います。
Spanish? Got it.
Estás en el lugar indicado para aprender sobre lo último en tecnología.
How about sign language? No sweat. Language barriers are a thing of the past with my skills.
So the key point here is that for the multilingual skills, she is not some type of corny, poor quality Google Translate service. It is custom scripted to suit the customer's requirements, and then it is custom recorded by a natural speaking individual so that you get a very top quality message coming across to any foreign customers that are interacting with the board. Then this last button here explains the settings that can go with the product. And I can give you a couple of examples because there's a kind of a secret feature here. If you tap 3 times in the top right hand corner, you can demonstrate how you can change the backgrounds. So again, I gave some examples earlier about if it was in a national trust property or a museum. You can also change the background to be a kind of hotel lobby or hotel reception. Anything you like really, and of course the other option is to deploy this service as a bit of extra assistance at an exhibition venue or a conference venue. Shirt logos can also be customised. You can also showcase here how you could change the shirt colours or even the shirt styles. And then when you finish doing that, just close in the top right hand corner. The key thing here though is you're only really playing and showing some examples, because what the customer will get will be exactly what they want in terms of uniform, colours, logos, etc. So that's the virtual assistant deployed on an interactive whiteboard. So we've been through the features and the interactive demonstration on the whiteboard. One alternative deployment is to have the virtual assistant as a hologram unit, which is exactly what we have here. Again, it's entirely personalised or customised to suit the customer's requirements in terms of he or she, uniform, how they look, the mascot or the cartoon character alternative, or indeed a real person alternative. So you can introduce your customers to this proposition both in the tunnel on the interactive whiteboard, but also then in the showroom via this hologram unit, and you can deliver much the same demonstration via the touchscreen tablet on the front here.
Ricoh.